You're watching The American on ESPN from the campus of the University of North Texas in Denton, where they light the clock tower green when the teams win. North Texas women's basketball has been the talk of campus, and they're searching to tie a program record with their 21st win. But they've got to go through the ECU Pirates to do it. Let's take a look at the conference standings right off the top. North Texas trailing leader Temple by just a half a game, or just one game at this point. But East Carolina at 8-7, they're not too far out of a top 4 seed and a double bye in the American Athletic Conference Tournament. Welcome in courtside. I'm John Liddle, alongside former college coach Brian Burton. Great to have you with us as well. Brian, this is going to be a lot of fun tonight. These two teams have a lot to play for.
Yeah, that's the best part about this time of year. Everybody thinks about March Madness, but going into March Madness is the end of February, and everybody's playing for seeding. This will be an awesome one tonight.
Rotation to Hardaway, but it's knocked away out front. Bobby Smith on the run. A pick 6 for Smith. We've gotten to see a little bit of everybody this season. Good no-look feed inside, and Joyner says we can do it too. What a feed to Tatiana Weiss for the reverse.
Yeah, and the first duo to have double-doubles in the game for ECU on the front line, and Mean Green wastes no time getting a transition mid-range. Duncan with another great pull-up.
And she loses it off to Wooten. North Texas running. Wooten, great look. Lampkin can't finish. Grabs her own. She won't miss that.
Yeah, awesome basketball right there. Defense leading the offense, playing in transition like they do so well and running the floor.
As well. But another great look. More to Lampkin for another 2.
Making quick decisions.
Quick find, my Joyner. She goes glass for 2. Duncan there for the board. North Texas running again. Lampkin on the way to the cup for 2. And on the second guess, nearly has it picked. She does. Up to Robinson, ahead of the pack. North Texas doubling up ECU. And a timeout called by Kim McNeil. McNeil trying to get going, but flat on that jumper. Offensive rebound by Weiss again. And Tatiana Weiss has been a difference maker on this road trip. And McNeil trying to get going. Danae McNeil, so good on the pull-up. Remember, East Carolina was down by 10. Got to within 2 moments ago, trying to get even closer. Joyner, baseline. A 2-point game again. My Joyner has 4. Maddie Cleary. Can't hit her 3, but a second chance opportunity. Great feed. Colonel goes inside to Wooten. Only 5 to shoot it now. Wooten forced. And somehow makes it. Desiree Wooten, a bucket.
You have to do more than just passing on the perimeter.
And Duncan against the shot clock somehow makes it go. At the end of the half, Karina Gordon a deep 2, and she fills it up. So ECU gets the final bucket to break an 11-0 North Texas run. North Texas had to call a timeout after that first bucket by ECU. An 11-point lead still for North Texas. Only 10 on the shot clock. Nice find to Colonel. Always willing to make the extra pass. Lampkin goes all the way underneath for 2.
Here you see the over the top of the zone. Great pass. Desiree Colonel so good at carving defenses up with her passing. And speaking of passing, ECU gets a great baseline out of bounds play to Joyner in the paint. That shows the ability of this young lady.
Catch and shoot 3 by Miller out front. And Miller makes one for the first time in weeks. Only 5 to shoot now for Robinson. Has to go through 2. Loses it off her foot. It's a breakout the other way. And an easy deuce for my Joyner. A 4-point game. The miss. Control break. Wooten ducking. Power dribble. Lampkin can't finish. Colonel, another offensive rebound. And she touches it in.
Just need a little bit of persistence, a little bit of willpower.
Duncan out of the corner. A miss means a long rebound. McNeil, 2-on-1. Dumps it off. Layup good. 2-point game. Timeout.
Yeah, I think she's a big key going forward because she's one of the guards on the team that can create off the bounce for her own shot. Similar to you see McNeil doing right there. Just too easy for a player of that caliber. She's continued to get easy mid-range, uncontested shots.
Colonel looking high-low. Instead drives, goes to the left hand.
And flattening out to where she can operate one-on-one.
They have a fight to the finish today. Danae McNeil hitting another bucket.
She's taking ownership instead of wanting to blame the ref, but just you cannot get stuck on the screen like that. Great patience by McNeil. Here you see her just taking her time in a groove, and good job offensively by one of the best players in the league.
Desiree Colonel, who just turned it over, finds Wooten, backdoor for 2.
Great pass, and Wooten continues to be the X factor in this game. And those are the defensive rebounds you have to fight for. And look at the passing ability again from Desiree Colonel, and Wooten continuing to hide behind that defense.
How has she changed the game? She has tied her career high with 14. McNeil gets a bucket back, though, for ECU. This third quarter has belonged to Desiree Wooten.
Yeah, just so much speed, good deflection. Shadeja Brackens gets the assist. But I love how ECU pushed it right at success, and both teams are athletic and doing it in the paint. And speaking of, Joyner with another easy, soft touch hook shot. Comes up with it.
Hardaway cutting, handing, and in for Lampkin. Tamisha Lampkin puts North Texas up by 3.
Penetration is how this is able to happen. This is a loose ball. It's not pretty, but you see Hardaway attacks the paint and then forces help. That's how you get the easy buckets. When you're standing behind the three-point line, you're not going to be able to score very effectively against this defense. They're just too good.
North Texas has lost their last 2 home games, both in heartbreaking fashion. Colonel fires through inside. She's such a tough player. My Joyner facing up, spinning. Ooh, what a shot by Joyner to go into double figures with 12. All the way up the floor, Wooten has a career high.
Big time pass by Hardaway, and Wooten continues to do it. I mean, this is just a big time move right here. Spin move, soft touch. Cannot coach that.
59-56. North Texas in front. Moore in the middle of that zone. Hits her first bucket of the game, and what a time for it. North Texas swings in front by 5. Nice find. Off the glass, good, and 1.
Big time pass, big time.
Tatiana Weish, the foul on Tamisha Lampkin.
Great job just attacking on the one-on-one, going baseline, forces the help in a late call, but the right call because she did get fouled on that one.
My Joyner ties it up with a solid move to the hoop. That is our first tie of the game. Great ball movement, though. North Texas, the lead back, thanks to Tamisha Lampkin.
Good job taking advantage.
Three-pointer for the lead. Ring it up for Kaya Miller. Her second of the game, and the Pirates have come all the way back for their first lead since early on. Game clock to shot clock difference is 20. Knocked away. Hardaway is on it. She's leaned on trying to take a timeout. North Texas has one. Instead, it's a tie ball. Possession arrow for North Texas. A steal for the Mean Green. They have the ball down by 1.
Wow, is that a huge defensive stand by her. She's played great defense all game. Gets a deflection, dives on the ball. We talked about first to the floor in these 50-50 plays, John, and how it would be a difference in a game like this. And here you see this young lady getting onto it first, able to get the jump ball that now leads to North Texas ball with 25 seconds left.
They have 2 timeouts left as well. Wrap around. Lampkin inside. It gets knocked away. Duncan gets it back and is fouled going up. She has 10. No good. ECU has not been to overtime this season. Remember, ECU no timeouts left. Entry pass to McNeil. North Texas out of fouls. McNeil with 5. The preseason player of the year. McNeil, ball in her hands, still throws it away. And we're headed for an extra 5 minutes. ECU has not been to overtime this year. And their last overtime game was in November of last season, back in 2022, when they beat High Point at home, 65-54. Does the experience of playing in overtime this year, 1 win and a couple of really heartbreaking losses, does that favor North Texas?
I would say a little bit, only because you have some young players playing in the game for ECU, 2 freshmen on the floor most of this game, 1 sophomore. So I think it does pay some because North Texas has some hard losses in overtime, and I think they're going to want to right the ship on some of those wrongs that they have felt this season.
Again, for ECU, their first overtime game this season. McNeil trying to get the scoring started. No. Weiss, the offensive rebound, and sticks it back in with the baby hook. Kiss it off the glass. Colonel. Knocked away and stolen. It's McNeil flying to the rack. 4-point lead for the Pirates.
Got to go up strong like you see there, and you have to continue to attack. You don't want to stay on your heels.
So here's Lampkin in the post. Hardaway, wrap around. Colonel ties it up.
What a pass by Hardaway.
22 double-doubles in her career and 4 straight. Out of the corner, Duncan for the lead, and she drops it through. Shamaria Duncan lives for the corner 3.
Get the ball inside, attack inside the paint.
Colonel, she will attack. Joyner knocks it away, only 5 to shoot. Duncan finds Lampkin, and 1! What a find by Duncan. And Tamisha Lampkin gets the friendly roll. North Texas by 5.
When they play inside the arc, John, against this matchup defense, that's when their best things have happened. Wasn't pretty here, loses the ball, kicks it out, but she drives the closeout, gets to the paint, gives a nice pass to Lampkin, and the muscle inside, the emotion from 24, as she now has 21 points on the evening.
Need 2 buckets in a hurry. Miller outside. Nowhere to go against the man-on-man. Miller fires. Miller knocks down her 3rd 3 of the game. And also looking for their 21st win of the season. That would tie an all-time single-season record in Mean Green Land. Down to 11 to shoot for Hardaway. She goes with 10. Now with 8. To Colonel, knocked away. Hardaway got it back. Only 4 to shoot. Lampkin, can she do it again? She's blocked inside. Shot clock violation with no call. No timeouts left. Miller into the front court for the tie. Miller off the glass and good. Count it, count it, count it.
Yeah, great job there by Joyner, but Miller with the over the top, doesn't get stripped. The freshman, the rookie, doing it so well here in Denton this evening, making back-to-back. She's on a 5-0 run by herself, if this bucket counts.
Kim McNeil said she can score. She just doesn't know what she's doing yet. She plays hard. And the possession arrow in favor of the Mean Green, but ECU starts with the ball. McNeil stepping through, and a beautiful kiss off the glass to give ECU the advantage. That step-through continuation. Mallard ready to shoot and tie it up.
8 or 9 out of 10 times. Here you see the defense here and the step through. Beautiful move by the best scorer in this conference. And here you see Mallard with the easy jumper, no hesitation, playing some big minutes off the middle of this matchup.
Hardaway goes to the ground, ball in the air, picked off by Bobby Smith, leading ahead to Nay McNeil, and ECU takes an 82-80 lead. After this slobber knocker, Colonel down by 2. Game clock to shot clock difference, 8. That doesn't matter much yet. Now Colonel is fouled and goes to the line trying for 2 clutch free throws to again tie it up. Bobby Smith the foul. That is clutch. Duncan with 10. North Texas out of timeouts. 5 now for McNeil. McNeil cut off, lobs it left. Gordon, baseline, quick shot, no good. Can you say triple OT as the Pirates cannot convert, and these exhausted players must do it for 5 more minutes in Denton. There's 9 to shoot for Lampkin, attacking, stripped. McNeil again, one-on-one with Hardaway. McNeil, the layup to put ECU up by 2.
Yeah, McNeil just so good at finding a way to get those steals. She knows she's not playing on the perimeter. She's looking to help in the paint because that's where North Texas wants to score, and that's where Lampkin's got to probably go over the help side a little bit. Mismatch as well to be able to get Colonel involved a little more offensively with her at a smaller position.
Only 4 to shoot. Robinson, no chance on this one, except for Danae McNeil reaching into the cookie jar, but Deani Robinson is going to get the 3 Oreos.
Outstanding player who came over from Commerce with Coach Burton, and she gets all 3 to go.
5 to shoot. It's Robinson's again. Robinson, the floater, can't kiss it home. Rebound knocked around, and Bobby Smith has it. ECU down by 2. McNeil dumps it off inside. Weiss ties it up.
What a pass. Players grabbing their shorts, just wanting this one to be over with in many ways.
I'm grabbing my slacks right now.
They're trying to get it to Colonel inside, and so many deflections.
And it's a steal for Weiss. Smith may have numbers, taking it to the hole. No, offensive rebound. Joyner runs the floor, but not rewarded. Rebound by Colonel. Immediate timeout by Burton to move it into the front court, and North Texas has possession and a chance to win in triple OT. Hardaway out front as North Texas tries to win in triple OT. 10 seconds left. High screen. Hardaway gives up ground with 5 seconds, with 4, knocked away, it's stolen. It's Smith with 1 second, throwing it up. It is quadruple overtime in Denton.
We are still rolling, big time ball game, great coaches. You just gotta love this part about college basketball when it's getting close to March. You can feel the urgency from both teams. You see how much both teams are putting everything they have on the line to be able to win it, and it's just awesome American Conference athletic game.
Welcome back in courtside. Brian Burton, I'm John Liddle. Two guys you would not find in the club on a Tuesday.
But it's going up.
It is going up.
On a Tuesday.
It is. Fourth overtime now. Can you remember any games in your coaching career where you played this many overtimes? This is going to be a North Texas record. ECU has done it once in their past.
Yeah, I mean, very few and far between. Yes, I can remember a time. I felt probably like these coaches felt. You're just trying to pour everything you can into your players to just one more play. We just need one. But I just think that, it's an awesome testament to what both these programs are about.
Absolutely. We said it coming in that both of these coaches had a lot of respect for the other. Thought it was a very evenly matched game. And it's been a grinder the whole way. And these teams just can't pull away from each other in overtime. Back to Robinson. She's been big in OT. Robinson off the glass and no, but Lampkin, the rebound, the putback. We're tied again. I did not know that. Second free throw, no good, but Danae McNeil is there for the rebound and the stick back to put ECU in front. Who's going to pick up the go-ahead bucket for North Texas? Jocelyn Moore's back in for the first time in a while. Posts it to Colonel. Up and under, and she's fouled by My Joyner, and that is the 5th on Joyner. Colonel ties it up. Her sister Talia White came in after Joyner fouled out. Colonel's second free throw puts North Texas up by 1. 23 for Lampkin leads the way, 21 for Colonel after that for North Texas. Hardaway finally goes with 7, now with 4. Duncan rotates it. Colonel forces it up. She is blocked by Weish, and a shot clock violation with 20 seconds left in the fourth overtime will give the Pirates the ball and another chance to win it.
I would imagine North Texas is going to look to crowd and not let McNeil be the one to get a shot off. Good.
8 seconds left. McNeil still has it. It crawls off. Tip no. Rebound. Colonel, did they get fouled? She got fouled with .2. Bobby Smith is going to see that one in her dreams, but ECU has nothing to hang their heads about tonight. Forcing 4 overtimes, only the 3rd Division I women's basketball 4 overtime game this season. And on the miss, what do we have? Now, that's the game. North Texas wins it, 93-91. A valiant effort by Danae McNeil and the Pirates, but the Mean Green go to 21-7 this season. They have tied their all-time mark for wins in a season and move to 11-5 in conference play. Never in the 50-year history of the UNT Coliseum, or affectionately known as the Super Pit, have they gone to 4 OTs, but they did tonight. The North Texas Mean Green take an incredibly key conference matchup from the ECU Pirates by a final score of 93-91. Welcome back courtside. I'm John Liddle, alongside Brian Burton, and of course the head coach of the North Texas Mean Green, Jason Burton. After quite a performance, Coach, what floods your mind when you think about this effort from your girls?
Just heart, man. From both teams, I just, that's a battle right there. Anytime you go into that many overtimes, I've never been a part of a 4 overtime game. Both teams battle. We got people playing plus 50 minutes. And you know, there's a lot of things going on. Fatigue setting in heavy. And so with fatigue, you know, execution, things break down, and it's really, you know, who's going to last the longest. And you down the stretch it was, can you still contest those shots and can you get rebounds and then while you're tired, you got to be able to knock down free throws and that was a game where we just outlasted them in that overtime period because both teams were battling. Proud of our girls for how how we stuck with it, stayed together. We had a huge lead in the first half, and then ECU came out and 12-0 run to start the second half or something like that, and they cut it back, and it was a game for the next hour. Yeah. 2 hours. However long we played.
How long we been here?
I don't know what time it is, but, man, we had to work to get that 21st win, man, and that 21st win is special. It's a program record for wins right here, and our team just keeps making history. So incredibly proud of our team and our staff.
Yeah, so many things we could talk about. You got huge defensive stops at the end of overtime to go to the next one. Oftentimes you see a team hit a game-winning shot, and some of that was a margin of just some small tips even at the end, but you made 75% of your free throws. Just talk about the clutch performances that happened with your team.
Man, ECU is so big too and so physical, and we had to play lineups that we hadn't played all year, really.
Yeah,
and I'm really proud of Jalen and the extended minutes that she played today. Had to play DK at the 3 a whole lot. And so, it was a chess game of moving pieces. And both coaches, both staffs, both teams just trying to do whatever it could to get a stop here or get a bucket here. And so, the way that we were able to move around and play people at different positions, it took a lot. It took everything we had to win that game. And huge credit to my staff for continuing to just be in my ear, constantly seeing things. And it was a long game, and we found a way. And that's at this time of year, you just got to find a way.
Absolutely. It was a true conference game. How does it get your team ready for what's to come, not only over the next 2 games, but also what's to come in Fort Worth in a few weeks?
We've got to be able to adapt, and we've got to be able to play different styles and different ways and different lineups, and sometimes it's on the fly, especially when you get into a conference tournament situation where people are trying to win at all costs, and you've got to be able to kind of adapt on the fly, and at the end of the day, you got to be able to get stops and down the stretch, like you said, in regulation, and it feels like every home game, the last 3 home games, we're playing down to the wire, whether it's an overtime game or whatever. I've never played this many overtime games in a season either, and so to get into 4 overtimes and still be executing and those things, as you get tired in a conference tournament situation to win, when you're playing on that last day, you got to be able to outlast people. And so that's one way that this game prepares us, is you got to be able to outlast people.
Well, Coach, congratulations on the win.
Thank you.
Incredibly exciting effort for your ladies, and good luck the rest of the season.
Appreciate it.
Absolutely. That is Jason Burton, the head coach of the North Texas Mean Green. North Texas wins it 93-91. It took 60 minutes to top ECU. So for Brian Burton and our entire ESPN crew, this is John Liddle giving you the final score one more time from the Super Pit, where North Texas tops ECU in 4 overtimes, 93-91. All games airing on the ESPN networks are streaming live and archived on the ESPN app. This has been a presentation of the American Athletic Conference and ESPN.